So welcome back students, and let us continue with our lesson number 10, Historic Period, Video 1, Part 2. Now in Part 2, we are going to start with ancient civilization in river valleys. So let us begin with our Part 2, 10.2, textbook, page number 45. Well, now what are we going to see in this part of ancient civilization? So here we are going to see how, because of the change in different processes, that is right from shaping the stones and the other materials into tools and instruments, right from weaving cloth from the cotton, cooking food, then right from inheritation and of different skills, arts, traditions which were passed from one generation to another generation, how man slowly started flourishing and how man started settling down in one permanent place. Right now, ancient civilization, or what we call as the Egyptian civilization or the river valley civilization, how does this started? Now, it started with the flourishment. Flourishing means to flourish, means to spread, okay, or growth. This culture which flourished in the New Stone Age were based on an agricultural way of life. That means man started first with farming. Farming means agriculture. So agriculture is the base from where man started flourishing his lifestyle. Now, what was the main region over here? Here, fertile soil, okay, good soil, use of good crop, that is seeds, and to grow this, most important was water, that is the irrigation facility. So fertile soil and constant water supply are essential for growing good crops. Naturally, people in the New Stone Age established their village settlement on banks of various river. Banks of various river means because they were related with agriculture, growing crops, and what was important? Soil, that is a good fertile land, and water. So water, wherever was water available, that is the sources of water near the lakes, near the rivers, or the areas where water supply was there, man started settling his life or settling his village life over there. Slowly what happened? As the village settlement started taking place, the New Stone Age cultures flourished around the river bank. As you can see on the screen, man started to settle, his family started growing, man started learning different ways, various skills, various art, along with agriculture, pottery, coloring, that is artisan skill, making clay pots, bricks, making tools, okay, animal husbandry, all these started flourishing, and the main reason was water. So as you can see, there are canals of water supply. The water supply has been done right from agriculture also and for other household purposes also. Now, because of this, because of all this thing, in the given course of time, what happened? Man started flourishing. The New Stone Age culture gave rise to early civilization. Now, how we get rise to early civilization? So there was increase in production, that is growing of crop. There was increase in production due to various skills. Man got the knowledge how to till the land. He started making use of animals. He started plowing the land. He started making use of good seeds. Good amount of water was been given for the plants, as you can see on your screen. So he also started making use of the potter's wheel, pot. Okay, the wheel was the most important discovery, from where the potter started making pots. And not only that, because of wheel, life became easy, because transportations became faster. Man could transport from one place, travel from one place to another place, where he made use of cars, bullock carts, or horse carriages, or when he could carry loads from one place to another. So there was well developed. The use of wheel was done on a good scale. Flourishment of trade was there, because he could take his articles, or he could take his product from one market to another market, from one village to another village. So there was flourishment or improvement of growth in the trade also Along with that, what happened? Script, writing skills, signs and symbol developed, language started developing. So there was also improvement in the script. So these were some of the major factors which was responsible for the rise of early civilization. Civilization means where man started living in a group, settled his life, and right from the Stone Age period to today's modern age. So the changes which took place are called as the civilization, or the growth which took place in human being or in mankind. Then slowly what happened? Man started settling down. Now this happened around 3000 years, 3000 BC. BC means before the birth of Jesus Christ. So before 3000 BC, the civilization which came into existence, the roughly period, now the period have lengthy, instead of 3000 we can say it is 3500 BC also. So this is a roughly period. So the existence of civilization came, and this civilization slowly started spreading, and it got spread up in the whole world. It got divided into 4 important human civilizations, you can say. And which were these 4 important civilizations? The early civilization or the ancient civilization, which you can see on your screen. One was Egypt, that is the Egyptian civilization. Second is Mesopotamia. Third is the Harappa civilization, that is in the Indian subcontinent. And fourth but not the least, China, the Chinese civilization. So these are the 4 important regions in the world which the human civilization started growing. Now let us understand how this civilization started growing and what were the changes. This, as you can see on the screen, the parts are marked, they are colored. You have Mesopotamia here, you have Egypt, you have Harappa civilization in the Indian subcontinent in the northeastern part, then you have China. Now along with this, you can even see the names of the rivers which are there. Now the blue lines which are seen, can you see these blue lines on your screen? These blue lines are the rivers. Now Egypt, where it started flourishing, or the location of the continent of Egypt, you can say, where it started flourishing. So the Egyptian civilization flourished on the bank of river Nile. Okay, so river Nile, which was more fertile and which provided good amount of water for agriculture. So Egyptians lived near the river Nile, which is in the eastern part of Sahara Desert in North Africa. Next, second part is the Mesopotamia. Now the Mesopotamian people, okay, Mesopotamia or the Mesopotamia. Now this is not a separate country, but it is a city in a country. Now where is this? So the Mesopotamia or the Mesopotamians lived in the land which is between the 2 rivers. As you can see here, this is the land which is between the 2 rivers. And which are the 2 important rivers? The 2 important rivers are, one is Tigris and other one is the Euphrates. You have to remember this name, they are very important for exam point of view. So one is Tigris and one is Euphrates. So which flow from which country? It flows from Turkey, Syria and Iraq. So these rivers, they flow, and the land which is between these 2 rivers is called as Mesopotamia. The third one is the Harappa civilization, or what we also call as the Indian subcontinent civilization. Now Harappa civilization, what was the main important? The Harappians, they lived in the valley of the river Indus, Sindhu, Indus, right? Okay, so they live in the valley of river Indus or Sindhu, what we call, which is in the north and in the western part of Indian subcontinent. So this river provide water facility or the irrigation facility for agriculture. As you can see, the river Ganga, which is one of the most holiest, and the river Ganga also provides water irrigation facility for the other parts of the Indian subcontinent. Next, last but the least, you have the China or the Chinese civilization, as you can see here. Now, from where did this Chinese people or the China people started getting water? So, the Chinese, they lived in the valley of river Honghe. So, the river which provided irrigation was Honghe, and from this river, they started getting water supply for their agricultural purpose. So because of these 4 important places and these 4 rivers which you have to remember, this question can be asked as match the following, name the following, or answer in one word. I repeat once again, Egypt, where it was Egyptian. They lived in the valley of River Nile, and River Nile provide water, the irrigation facility for agriculture. Mesopotamia, or the Mesopotamian, is the place which is between the 2 rivers. And which are the 2 important rivers? One is the Tigris and one is the Euphrates. Next, third, Harappa civilization, which got its irrigation facility from the river Indus, or what we call Sindhu. Next, China, or the Chinese civilization, they were settled in the river valley which is called as He. I hope you are clear with this. Yes, so these were the 4 regions which came to be flourished in the river valley, and hence this period or this era is known as the Riverian civilization. What is it known as? Riverian, because they are connected with the rivers. As you can see, the blue lines which are there, these are the rivers which flow to these different countries. You have the North America, you have the Indian subcontinent, you have the the country of China. These are the different 4 major countries. With this, we come to the end of our part 2. My dear children, with this we come to the end of our video 1, part 1 and part 2. Please read your textbook, page number 45 and 46, and we will continue with the lesson in the next week. Till then, take care and stay safe. Thank you.